Hello and welcome to another video. We've just checked into our B&B in Palermo, the capital of Sicily, and we're going to go about now. We're going to see what Palermo's like. I gather it's a lovely place. We're in the old town just now. That's what you can see behind me. So we're going to go for a walk. Let's have a look. The first thing that struck us as soon as we got outside was just how many things to see there were right beside our B&B. Literally 5 minutes away there were about 10 major sites. Here's a medley of some of them. Everywhere you turn there seemed to be a church or a monument or even just some really ornate building. It was quite late in the afternoon when we arrived in Palermo, and we didn't really have any particular plan in mind. Really just soaking up the place and thinking about where we'll come back to later. This was only our first few hours in Palermo, and we'd seen quite a lot of the old town just walking about. So we had a quick bite to eat and then went back to the B&B for the night, planning to see more in the morning. The next morning it was time to get back out and start exploring, looking at some of the places in a bit more detail than we had the previous day. Okay, well, first up, Palermo Cathedral today. There it is. It was funny, I'm normally quite uncomfortable taking footage inside places of worship. Well, like in a man, I had to actually go and ask for permission, but there was so many people taking photos in there, it didn't really matter. Okay, this is the park for Royal Palace Palermo. It's funny, every time I go to a place the sun seems to be shining in the back of things. There's another statue with the sun shining in the back of it. Another statue with the sun shining in the back of it. Okay, well this is us in the park now. Nice peaceful place in the middle of the jumping Palermo Old Town. Finally a statue with the sun shining in the front of it. Of course the main one is on the back. Quite a lot broken. Noticed that in quite a lot of the statues actually.
I think you have to pay to get into the chapel.
We left the area of the palace and continued through the Porta Nuova, looking for a place to stop for a drink. Just time for a quick milkshake stop.
Pistachio.
Is it nice? We're back at the palace again. Ah, statues with the sun in the right place. Finally. Okay, we're on our way to Mercato della Capo, another market. Mama! Okay, this is Via Macada. It's like the main street through the old town. We stopped by the B&B quickly to freshen up and then headed down to the seafront area to see what was down there. Right, just making our way down to the seafront now. Don't know what Palermo waterfront's going to be like. Hopefully that'll be nice. Well, it's got a nice boardwalk and all that stuff, but doesn't seem to be too much in the way of commercial stuff. We were hoping to get our lunch here. You can see there's not even street lights here, so in the evening this is all going to be pitch black. Right, well, we're leaving the seafront now. We're walking back into the old town. Going to go for some lunch. There you go. Just walk around the corner and see stuff like this. It's a specially made vegetarian risotto for Becca. And some grouper, was it? Some grouper ravioli. But before we knew it, the end of the trip was upon us and we were headed to the airport for our flight out of Sicily. Palermo has far more than we could possibly have seen in the 2 short nights we were there, but that wasn't completely unplanned. We figured that there was a good chance we'd want to return to Sicily one of these days, and we also figured that if we did, the chances are we'd be flying into Palermo, so we know we'll be back. But that's it for this video and the Sicily series as a whole. Look out for the next video where we head to the Aeolian Islands in the north. Until then, thanks for watching. If you enjoy watching our videos, then please hit the like button and subscribe for more content.